Have you ever felt like your family's finances are running wild like a toddler on too much sugar? Today, I'll be discussing simple budgeting systems that keep your money in check, your stress levels low, and by the end of this video, you have a step-by-step plan to take control of your family's finances without it being overwhelmed. So come along with me on this journey. My name is Bridget and welcome to Bridge Tribe. On this channel, we talk about motherhood, finances, building generational wealth. We talk about health and fitness. And if you're new to this channel, I really want you to click on that subscribe button, like this video, drop your comment, and please share this video to someone that you love. Now, let's get into the video.
Come and fly away with me. Come and fly away with me.
Taking control of your family's finances can feel like a daunting task, but with a clear plan, you can simplify your finances and achieve your financial goal. That's where budgeting comes in, a powerful tool to help you manage your money, reduce stress, and build a brighter financial future for you and your family. Budgeting means making a plan for your money, what comes in, what goes out, and what is saved. This helps your family spend wisely to avoid financial stress. Now think about it. Who wouldn't want financial freedom? And what would financial freedom look for your family? It would mean definitely less stress, more savings, achieving big goals like buying your dream home, taking that dream vacation. Well, budgeting is the key to making all of these things possible. Also, there are different ways to budget. You can decide to budget quarterly, biannually, and even yearly. Or you can just choose which one works best for your family. Today, I'm going to walk you through simple practical steps that will help you take control of your finances, reduce stress, make more money, and make your money work smarter and build strong financial future for your family. The first on my list is reflecting on last period finances. Before setting a new budget, it is helpful to reflect on your last period spending. You need to ask yourself, where did we completely get it wrong? Where did we overspend? What worked well and what didn't work well? How can we adapt to new tips to family budgeting this time around? This reflection gives you room for clarity. It may even help you gain some wisdom from it. I once went back to my statements, my bank statements in 2023. I decided to pull out all of my bank statements, and by the time I looked at my bank statement, my jaw dropped because it was the little things that I thought didn't add up that actually made a huge impact on my finances. So I really want you to go back to your last day's spending and draw up your statement of account and look at it critically. Right. Now, when you reflect, you learn valuable lessons that help you budget smarter moving forward. Number 2 is setting financial goals. After looking back to take stock of your finances, the next step is to look forward, that is, to set realistic financial goals for the year. An example is saving for your family trip, starting an emergency fund, remodeling your house, whatever it is that you intend to achieve as a family, you can budget towards that. What are your financial goals for the year? If you haven't noted them down, now is the best time to give them a thought and then pen them down. I recommend you writing down your goals because study shows that people who write down their goals are 42% more likely to achieve them. So think about what matters most to your family. Do you want to travel more, upgrade your home, save for your children's education, retire early? Whatever it is, set clear, achievable goals and break them down into smaller steps. For those of you who already know what your family's next financial goals are, the next thing to do would be to create a simple budget plan by categorizing your household expenses, such as housing, food, transportation, insurance, entertainment, and all the miscellaneous expenses. Alternatively, you could use a simpler plan by categorizing your needs, e.g., your essentials like rent, food, and utilities, and your wants, your non-essentials like entertainment, shopping, eating out, and then your savings for goals, emergency, and investments. Number three is assigning percentages. Here is where you allocate percentages of the family income to each category based on your financial goals and priority. For example, housing can be 30%, food can be 15%, clothes can be 5%. When this is done, you then set a specific amount of dollar, pounds, naira, whichever applies to you to each category, still based on your household income. But remember, life happens. Unexpected expenses can come up. That's why budgeting isn't about being rigid, but about being flexible. If you overspend in one area, adjust it in another. Next is committing to the plan. It is one thing to write down a plan, it's another thing to commit to it. Budgeting is useless and pointless if you do not commit to the plan. Never mind, though the following key budgeting principles will empower you to stay on track, the first thing that you need is discipline. You must be disciplined to stick to the budget, the plan, and prioritize and avoid impulse spending. Also, one thing I preach is delayed gratification. This is about saving today for a better tomorrow. Trust me, saying not now can lead to greater rewards in future. Next is accountability. Involve your family, track the expenses together, bring your wife and husband funds together. What does your husband earn? What do you earn? Bringing them together, bringing all that income together and then clearly tracking them together, expensing together, and checking regularly fosters transparency, especially in marriages, which keeps everyone responsible, aligned, honest, and open. Finally, we have to talk about patience. Financial growth, just like any other growth, takes time. Small, consistent steps leads to lasting results, right? You really have to be patient, right? Rome was not built in a day, but that is not an excuse to overspend. In addition, here is a simple trick. Give yourself a cooling off period before making big purchases. If you see something you want, wait 48 hours before buying it. You'll be surprised at how often you realize that you really do not need it. And the final step now is to track your expenses. This is a game changer. It should be done habitually so that as to ensure that you do not exceed your budget and also to keep you accountable. Tracking your expenses helps you know exactly where you're going, helps you prevent overspending, keeps you accountable to your budget. And you can do this with simple budgeting apps, a simple Excel spreadsheet, or even a notebook if you prefer. The best gift my son bought me in 2020 for Christmas was a budgeting book he bought on Amazon. That gift cost $20, but it was the best gift that Shola had given me for the year. So go on Amazon and search for budgeting books or download something on your app, something on the go, or a notebook if you prefer writing. If you prefer writing this down, get a notebook, right? This way, you are able to spot problem areas and adjust as needed. Moving on onto this video won't be complete without bringing the children. After all, they're a part of the family, and I must say it's never too late or too early to start teaching your children about money and how to be financially responsible. Teaching kids about money. A strong family budget includes teaching children financial responsibility. It's never too late for them to learn the concept of saving, being, and being financially responsible. Now, one of the money lessons for me is I always teach my children how to earn. Like, You do a chore, you earn, you behave well, you earn. Everything, teaching them how to earn through accountability. It's so important. Some of the things that you can do is giving them a small allowance, teaching them delayed gratification, teaching them how to manage money, teaching them how to track their spending, and encouraging them to save. You can buy them a piggy bank, right? Money habits starts early, and involving kids in financial conversation empowers them to make smart money choices in the future. Financial literacy most times isn't taught at home, and this is why including your kids at a very early age is important. Certainly, financial literacy is a lifelong skill that will benefit them as they grow. Simplifying your finances does not have to be overwhelming. Yes, it requires a lot of discipline, but the rewards are totally worth it. You can build a stronger and more financial future as an individual and for your family. Budgeting is not about restriction, it's about financial freedom. So decide today to make 2025 a year of financial transformation. Let this year be the year you take control of your finances, secure your financial future, crush your debts. Do it for your family, build wealth. Before we go, here is a quick recap of what we talked about today. Family budgeting helps to simplify family finances, starting with a financial review and then setting realistic financial goals, creating a budget which categorizes your expenses and assigns cost and amount to each goal, committing to the plan using key budgeting principles, and finally tracking your expenses. That's all for today. I hope you learned enough to run with. Please feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also, hit the notification bell for more videos. And don't forget to be intentional in parenting, living a healthy lifestyle, and building wealth. Bye.
Come and fly